Today we're going to be showing you guys how to make steps for a deck all in one video. We're going to show you exactly how it's done. First things first, you have to mark out for your stringers. For this, usually calculate rise over run. This is very easy because there's only going to be 2 total steps. They're each going to be 6 3/4 inch steps. Now what you do is you mark it out of a 2x12, and you got to make sure that from that point you're cutting out to the back, you have at least 5.5 inches of lumber. So it must be cut out of a 2x12. We want bigger than the standard 10-inch steps that this would provide us with. So we're going to be adding on to the front. We'll show you how we did it so that we're going to achieve 12-inch steps. 12-inch wide, that is. Now the bottom, you have to cut a little bit less. So if it's 6 3/4 and you're using inch decking, you cut it at 6 or slightly under 6 so that each step is the same in height. Now we're fastening our ledger board. It's just another board below the deck, so we have more to adhere to with what will be our stringer hangers. First things first, we have to dig out, form, and pour for a landing to catch the steps. We're doing a concrete landing. We want this landing to be hidden because we're going to do either concrete or decorative pavers or something coming to the porch. So we don't want this to be seen. This is just to be sitting on for solid support. We pour it, this 4,500 pound concrete. We float it off with our trowel. We just make sure it's smooth, no humps, bumps, or lumps, and perfectly flat so that we can build on top of it. Now we do these 12 inches apart, but we do way more. We stack the corners to lock in our post that will catch our eventual rail. We quickly screw them in with a lag, but then we drill 2 holes for 1/2-inch bolts, and we're going to bolt. We use 10-inch bolts, and we put our washers and our nuts on. Then we cut some of it off so that we can fasten it all the way home with our socket. Once this is complete, then we measure in between. Again, we want every 12 inches because it's composite decking. We will go less. Less is better. We do not want anything wider. We take our palm nailer, we do our stringer hangers. As you can see, we're spacing them all 12 inches apart. Slightly less, to be honest, and the last part is less, and we want it to all fit together. We put our stringer hangers so they're sitting on our concrete. We level them completely across, make sure each stringer is level with the last. Anything that isn't level will protrude and will ruin your decking. Now we're adding a 2x8 that is ripped down on the face of the top step and then doubling up on the bottom step to give us our 12 inches. Next, this will be painted like the rest and we'll be doing our step on top.